Hey, what's going on, coin collectors? We got two different coins here today. It is October the 17th on a Monday, and we have two slightly different coins. And you might think that they're quarters, and a lot of people did back then, but in fact, this one's a 20-cent piece, and this one is a quarter. And as you can see, they're both the Seated Liberty design, but they're different once you flip them over and see the reverse. Now, to some collectors out there, they didn't even know that 20-cent pieces existed. Now, maybe they're not like the major collectors like we are, but I was talking to one the other day, a little bit older, and they didn't even know 20-cent pieces were a thing. They're really hard to find in shops. They're hard to find on, online stores or, people's personal websites that they sell coins on. You're not really going to see 20-cent pieces. If you go on eBay, you'll maybe see a handful of graded ones, and in conditions AU58 and up, they're hard to come by. And honestly, the prices when you look at PCGS website or Graysheet, in my opinion, they could ask for a higher price than what they see, because one, you just don't find 20-cent pieces in super high condition. Now, granted, both of these coins are cleaned and they're not in the best condition, but trust me, this one right here, this 20-cent piece is better than 85% of the 20-cent pieces you could find on eBay. And even the ones in, VG8 condition, or good condition, or maybe even fine, are still going for a couple $100. It's crazy. And this one's, it's got a lot of detail. Yeah, it's got some clean marks on it and some these other little stain marks, right? I bet NGC would mark it stained, clean details and all that stuff. But it's still a beautiful coin. And when you have such a rare coin like this, or a trade dollar, or a key date, it really doesn't matter if it's cleaned or stained or something, because you just want that coin in good condition. And so you can see the size difference. I'll place this one on top of this one, so you can see the different sizes. The whites might be a little bit off because they're circulated, but they're very similar coins. And back then they used to confuse them, because 5 cents was a big deal back then. 20 cents, 25 cents. So that 5 cents difference, that could have been like a meal, or that could have been anything, like a drink or something like that. So it really made people mad when you'd go to pay for something, you'd leave them a 20-cent piece, and then they wouldn't look twice, because for the longest time they see this kind of coin right there and they think, oh, a quarter. So then they get handed this coin and then they get handed, they're like, oh yeah, I'm good. And then maybe an hour later or minutes later they're like, wait a second, this guy owes me 5 cents. That maybe that cost them a burger or something like that, or a sandwich. I don't know if they had burgers back then, who knows. Anyways, you get the idea. So they got shorted some money. But I really love collecting them. They're hard to find. And if you can get your hands on one, decent condition where you can see a little bit of the details, try to. They're really cool to collect. They're fun. Not many people have them, so if you see one, try to scoop it up and have it for your collection. Even if it's cleaned or scratched, they're still worth good money. And in my opinion, you can go off the prices of Graysheet or PCGS, the website, but they're so rare and hard to find. You can ask for more money than what it's listed for, or what it says it's worth, because good luck finding another one, or one that's toned, or one in this nice a condition with that year. And actually, when I was looking at this, it's going to be hard to see, but this coin right here is actually, it's the S is the S over S, the multi-punched mint mark. It's kind of hard to see, but when I look at it with a jeweler's loupe, it's really easy to tell. I didn't clean these coins. I bought them and they were already cleaned, but I don't really mind. Look at the great detail in the feathers. You don't really see that on 20-cent pieces. You just don't. And that's one reason I like the 20-cent pieces, is for when it comes to grading, or just the detail of the coin, is in the feathers. It'll get worn down, over the time of grades. So you can kind of judge the grade of the coin by the belly of the feathers, just like you can in this. How you can see the details are smoothened down and everything. For some reason, I just really like the eagle on this design, and I love the feathers. it's just so detailed with the feathers. So when you find one that still has them all, it's like, yes, this is a good one, you know. And just like the Seated Liberty design and any other coins, you know, you got all the detail up in there. So you can grade that, you know, just like you would a quarter. But for some reason, I just love the 20-cent piece, the eagle design, so much better. And 20-cent pieces, I'm going to take it off my little stand real quick. 20-cent pieces, we'll zoom out. They were only in circulation for 4 years, so 75 to 78. And I think only in Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Carson City they were minted. But this is the Mega Red book I have right here, so in case you want to pause the video at all and kind of read any of this. Let's take this out. Let's take this out. In case you guys want to read any information. That's good stuff. Just talks about 20-cent pieces, the grades, you know, maybe some prices. And then we'll flip all the way down to the Seated Liberty. You can see it was in circulation from 1838 to 91. And the weights are slightly different because 6.68 grams versus, what did we say? 5 grams. So yeah, you can see a little bit difference in weight. Anyways, I just want to talk about the 20-cent coin, 20-cent piece, the double dime. You know, those are some of the names people give it. And yeah, they're both cleaned, but they're both extraordinary coins in my consideration. And this 20-cent piece right here is worth a heck of a lot more money than this 1856 Seated Liberty quarter. They just hardly made any, you know. And even cleaned, they're still highly collectible and highly valuable, you know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good day.